Williams. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8.
Let it up. Yes. Vegas.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
That's good.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal.
What is up?
They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal.
The 2-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
What is it? Hold on.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Back at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal.
What is up?
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Over the top. He's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Packers 7, Buccaneers 0.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Set up to throw. Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 1.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Another run here with White. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second. Buccaneers in possession of the football. They've got it facing third and a yard.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19. Take go.
They'll try to run for it. Here's White. Take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Cowboy Eagles.
On first down, right back to White. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the 34, here's second and 4.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Shut up. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Back to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Guys, ready to hunt. Here we go. Yeah, Patty,
Switch.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here we go.
Crunch.
On second down, a run with Mitchell. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
At the 42-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Ready to hunt. Diggy Angels.
Sponge. No,
There's Buffer.
Another run here with Mitchell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Give up the middle for Mitchell. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Here's Williams now to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Ready up.
Now Williams. He'll get this outline to Mitchell. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready up. Huddle.
A run here with Mitchell. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But The problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
They face second down and 7.
What is up?
Hey, he going to the ball, he going to the ball, he going to the ball.
Here's Williams. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
(7-3) is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up third and 4. Throwing is Williams. That's complete to Watson. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. To throw is Williams. That one taken in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Second down, they need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. Set to go now on first and 10. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Viking 18. Check go.
Quick throw, caught by Johnston on the RPO. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Brings up second and 11 at the 50-yard line.
from the 50. He'll set up to throw. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
42 yards.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
On the set.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw again. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Tampa. That is second TD catch of the season. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
What is it? On.
On first and 10, it's Williams. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and that is incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
What is that? Gilly! Craig Gilly!
Williams. Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. From the 35, it's first and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Here we go, here we go. 6, Hawks, 7, Hawks, 70.
I got him, man. I got him.
They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
It is 3rd and long.
Sack, Warriors, 70. Panthers, 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 70 Lions. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Micah Parsons in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 45-yard line.
Ready, set, hard. Here we go.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Second and 10.
Ready, set. Gas, yeah. Vegas, Vegas.
To throw, it's Williams. That's to Reed. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
Ready, set. Filthy, 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 filthy.
They'll run it over center with Mitchell. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready, set. Punch flyers, punch flyers.
from the shotgun. It's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
3rd and 11.
What is up?
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That is brought in at the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Green Bay.
It's just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, shot. 70 Lion. Rocco waiting.
Coming. Bang, bang.
Drive begins with a run by White. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
44-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Shut up. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Off. Kill. Shut up.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to White. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup. But that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Cougar 19. Panther 60. Check go.
Back to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll throw out of the gun. No one open. He'll drop it to his running about 6 before he's taken down.
Number 28.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 70 right here. Rush in, rush in. Cup 19, Cup 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cougar 19, Warrior 70. Ready?
Got a man, it's Bucs, complete. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown Buccaneers. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. His kick is good, and the Buccaneers are back within 4. It's 21-17.
Buccaneers 17. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Williams gonna look to throw it on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Harris. And he's gonna give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Let's go. Viking 18. Bronco 80. Hot, hot.
On the handoff, it's White. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 29, here's second down and 6.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. 60 even. 60 even.
Here comes White on the toss right. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
At the 19-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Set. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Watch the whip. Check go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Switch. Go.
Throwing now from the gun, and that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
This one caught at the 4. And he will have the 1st down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Ready, set.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal.
Go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Alert 3. Ready.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly, picks up a couple yards, but not enough now, brings up third down.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field.
Let's go now.
Now it's third and
19,
goal.
18. Hut, hut.
He'll find his running back, White.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get fourth and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
Ready, ready.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. Fourth down
Hawk
and
70,
goal.
Hawk 70. 19, 18.
Let's go right here.
Hut, hut.
He puts it up, and it's caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Packers 21. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let it slip. Tom, 32, 32, 32.
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That run good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Ready, sit up.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ready, sit hard. Here we go. Jordan.
Again to Mitchell. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10.
Switch. Ready, sit hard.
Here's Mitchell. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
come up for 2nd and 9.
Runs up.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
The give to White. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
42-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19. 16. 16. You got tight. You got tight right there.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
6.
On the ready. Panthers, rock on. We working. Ready, ready.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Tampa. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Packers 21. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
They're on the 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Run front.
They'll drop to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On third down, it's Williams. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Raise it up.
Hey, what's the bet?
They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's going to be caught.
Complete to number 9, Christian Watson. It's a turnover on downs.
Set, go!
Give on the ground, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Schlesinger on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go,
Second and 5.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hut, hut, crash.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee.
Let's go now.
Third down, they need 5.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check go.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Buccaneers get the win, as we say so long from Tampa.